You've probably already discovered the limitations of Google when it comes to finding credible scholarly information on your topic. You may have already used library databases for some of your classes, but for more in-depth research, including capstone research, you'll want to go beyond your one favorite database and do a more comprehensive search in multiple databases. To do that, the first thing you'll need to know is how to pick databases that are a good fit for your topic. I'm going to start on the library homepage, which is csumb.edu/library, and click on the link for Databases by Subject. On the right side of this page is an alphabetical list of all the databases we subscribe to, so if you already know which one you want, that's the quickest way to get there. But when you don't know which database to choose, the list on the left of Databases by Subject will help you find good databases for your topic. So for example, if your topic is kabuki, which is a type of theatrical performance in Japan, I might select theater arts. This brings me to a research guide that gives me tips on how to find books, articles, and websites related to my topic. We're looking for articles, and I can see that there are a few databases that are recommended for this area. I'm going to pick MLA Bibliography. You might be familiar with this EBSCO search interface from using Academic Search Premier or other databases. Keep in mind that different databases use the same interface, but just because you've already searched another database that looks like this one doesn't mean you'll get the same results. This label at the top is how you know which database you're currently searching. EBSCO lets you search several of their databases at once, so you can click up here where it says Choose Databases and see if there are any others you want to include. I'll include Academic Search Premier because I know that's a good multidisciplinary database. When I enter kabuki as a search term, I can see that there are a number of irrelevant articles coming up. If I look more closely at some of the irrelevant results, I can see that they are about a rare disorder called Kabuki syndrome. I now know to be more specific with my search terms, so I'm going to put in kabuki theater. You can see that different types of articles come up. Some of these are from newspapers or magazines, some are book reviews, and some are academic journals, which is what you'll be focusing on if your assignment requires scholarly sources. You can limit your search to scholarly sources if you'd like. You can see that scholarly journals publish reviews of books or performances in addition to academic articles. If you don't want to see those reviews, you can limit it to academic journals. This one looks interesting to me, so I'm going to click on the title to get more information. Here I get the abstract, which I can read to get a better idea of what the article is about. Some databases give you these subject terms and keywords, which can be helpful in finding more information on your topic. For example, if I wanted to get a narrower, more focused set of results, I might add one of these terms, like gender performance, to my search to get results on just that aspect of kabuki. If I decide to read the article, I'll need the full text. Going back to the results list, you can see that sometimes there's a PDF icon or a link that says full text, but other times you'll just see this link that says find text. Some students assume that we don't have the full text when they see that icon, but in fact you don't know whether we have the full text until you click on it. It's called a link resolver, and it checks all of our databases to see whether the full text is available in any of them. In this case, you can see that full text is available. Sometimes, though, you click on the Find Text button and you get a message that says you need to sign in to request the article. Just sign in here, and you'll get a link to request the article with Interlibrary Loan. If you need more information on Interlibrary Loan, see the video Using Interlibrary Loan. Another thing to look for in some of these databases is automatic citation tools. These can help you format your article citation into a number of different styles. Because the citations are computer generated, you should always check for errors. If you need help searching databases or formatting citations, ask a librarian.